Shalom. When you give all praise on eager to Yahawah, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to the apostles of the Millstone, who teach the world. And Shalom to the sincere Archaeans for his truth and sincerity. Shalom. This video I want to talk about that. The scriptures talk about how we should, with patience give answer. And that's what it says in Rawchaa, chapter 5, verse 11. Be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere, and with patience give answer. And of course, one of the circumstances where this needs to be applied is one's, brothers give advice, and the instant reaction that you want to give is the first thing that pops in your mind. But even there, you have to apply this scripture. With patience give answer, meaning, sometimes it's better to just think about what is being said. It might be a couple of days, might be a week, couple of weeks, might be a couple of months. Because at first you might not understand what was being said, but after a while, the Spirit, reveals it unto you. And then you're able to understand what the brother was saying, what the brothers, in the multiple sense, were trying to tell you. You see, but not only does this have to be applied in the truth, this is also, to be applied, at your job, for instance. Because I myself am in a situation right now at the job, where it's, like kind of chaotic. The company, they were able to acquire a couple of new districts. Which means that we doubled up. Instead of the 4 or 5 districts that we used to have, we now almost have 9 or 10. But we only have 3 fans with an elevator on it. So that's basically the work that I do. I'm a system mechanic in the infrastructure related to electricity, light poles, and things like that. So yesterday, actually earlier, it was already discussing how we're gonna deal with the chaos, all the malfunctions that have to be repaired. And one of the top guys of the company, he already mentioned, it might be possible that we're gonna, take people apart, because we often work with ETOs. So they came up with, me and my colleague, we're going to be taken apart and basically make shifts, so that we're able to use one van with the elevator on the back, but then use that twice a day, so we're able to get rid of all the malfunctions quicker. And then one person would work throughout the day, and the other one would, as it came to my understanding, works from 6 to 12 in the evening. So at first I'd be like, that would not be an issue for a couple of time. I work less, get the same amount of money. I can do the job easier, and things like that. But at the same time, if I would have said yes, I'm gonna do it, coming to think about it, because I slept about it a day, so that things came to my understanding that that's great. How we're gonna do that with the restocking and resupplying of the van? That means that my colleague has to do that if I'm gonna work in the evening. Is he gonna do it? Can I rely on him for that? Are the extra things that the guys that basically prepare my job, are they still being able to fully give me all the information that I usually get if I go to the office at the end of the shift? If I would work throughout the day, What about the education that I'm gonna follow through the company? Because I wanna, instead of the assistant mechanic, I wanna become basically a full mechanic. Who does the groundwork, lays the cables, fix the cables with light poles, things like that. So how am I gonna do that as well? If I need to get more experience on that as well, for school. These are things that I'm meditating about, that I need to address. As the guy that came to me yesterday, that gave come talk, because these things, I ain't gonna work 2 shifts a day, man. I ain't gonna work that much. These are things that I had time to think about, instead of just giving the answer, yes, I'm gonna do it. Okay, good. With patience, give answer. Because if I would just say yes, and then there would not be adequate time, when school would start, to address it, to figure out a way how to deal with it in another fashion. So that shows you that the importance of patience, of giving answer with patience, is not only to be applied in the truth, but also when we, within the truth, I mean among the brothers, but also when we're in the world. Because it might be that we're getting ourselves into trouble, or we're being too hasty with saying things. So just the scriptures, man. I came to realize, man, the scriptures are the cheat code to life, man. If you're able to, with your words, abate the anger of a man just by giving a soft answer and remaining calm, that's a cheat code in itself, man. That's a cheat code. So yeah, our desire, this video, together with the example that I gave of my own life, was edifying. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Yahawashi, Qadash, the honors to the apostles, great Millstone, teacher Woodrow, and Shalom to the sincere Akian, for the truth is sincere, Shalom.